can talk to myself in English better than somebody standing in front of me. I'd prefer to read or write in English rather than talk to native speakers. And I'm so nervous that I cannot even think in my native language. Many of my students are fluent but feel inferior when speaking with native speakers. Why? It's not about their level of English, it's about their feeling. Nervousness and overthinking block their words and their flow. You've probably thought, if I just practice speaking more or learn a few more words, I will finally feel confident speaking English in real situation. And if fear and overthinking are in the way, no amount of practice will fix it. And in this video, I'll share 3 easy, practical tips to help you overcome the fear of speaking English so you can express yourself confidently and take control of every conversation. Hi, I'm Masha. I'm the author of Fluent, Fearless and Free. And welcome to Space created for people like you, English learners who are ready to claim their confidence. Hit the subscribe button if you are ready to transform the way you feel about speaking English. And share this video with somebody who may need it. Too often I see people holding themselves back from life-changing opportunities like international mentoring, moving abroad, or connecting deeply with loved ones, all because English feels like an impossible personal challenge. My goal is to help you shift that relationship with English and with yourself first. Imagine giving a presentation in English not flawlessly, but confidently. Imagine leaving your audience speechless simply because you proved to yourself that you are capable of anything. I feel free speaking to my friends, but with strangers, my lips lock and the words disappear and I'm left feeling nervous and frustrated. Even with relatives, my own nephew and niece born here in the US, their quick words and strong accents make me stumble. During one-on-one coaching sessions, one of the members of the book club shared her struggle with me. Her English skills are completely excellent. She could handle complex sentence structures and challenging word vocabulary. Yet when it was time to speak, especially with native speakers, even her family, her fluency seemed to disappear. The solution is not just about finding better strategies to improve your English, it's about working on how you feel about speaking English. Does this sound familiar? Share in the comments below if you have ever felt like this. Let me show you how to shift your mindset a little bit. It's tempting to measure your English skills against someone born or raised in an English-speaking country, but think about it. Why should you? Their process, their journey isn't yours, and trying to mimic their style of speaking, speed, or accent can actually hold you back. Your goal is not to sound like them. Your goal is to connect and be understood, right? So why rush through your sentences? In fact, speaking at your own pace ensures your listener can understand you better. And when you focus too much on speaking perfectly, your nerves take over and your words disappear. Instead, focus on the message of what you want to say. What's your point? What's the story you want to share? Be patient with yourself, because how would you treat your best friend if they made a mistake? Would you criticize them? Of course no. You'd encourage them to keep going. So why don't you extend the same kindness to yourself? Every time you unknowingly make a mistake while speaking, self-criticism only slows your progress. You may also feel impatient because you want to use the right words quickly. But think about this. Maybe those words are still part of your passive vocabulary. You recognize them when you hear or read them, but you haven't quite trained yourself to use these words actively in a conversation yet. Watch this video to learn quick tips for activating your speaking vocabulary. And imagine, for example, if you imagine your boss standing over your shoulder, watching you every single move, could you work comfortably? Of course not, because pressure stifles creativity. And the same happens when you overthink every single word, worry about your accent, or fear others' judgment. Take the pressure off and let the words flow naturally. Feeling nervous is absolutely natural. It means you care about how others perceive you and want to be seen as someone capable, qualified, professional that you are. But let's take the pressure off. And the best way to build confidence is to act despite the fear, despite the nervousness, and add some humor. Yeah, humor. Instead of paying attention to your mistakes and see them as failures, try to see that they are human nature and very funny moments. And guess what? When you relax, the words start to flow effortlessly. And think about it, who is going to criticize your small errors if you've already joked about them? What's that funny moment you have had in English recently? Share in the comments below so we can read together. People remember how you made them feel, not whether you used perfect grammar. By the way, if you are tired of apologizing for your English and want to feel proud of how you communicate, join my next online masterclass. The link is in the description below. There, I will show you how to shift your mindset, activate your vocabulary, and speak English with the confidence you really deserve.